Okay. Momo, come up here. Shade. What? No. Not you. I clicked on Momo, please. Momo, come up here. Shade, come up here. Just to see. You're not gonna be. Wait, what are you doing? Ow. Yeah, I didn't do much. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, alright. We definitely want all this stuff. Crit chance armor. Okay, so you need the armor. Wow, 5 strength. You don't have 5. I didn't give you 5 strength. Oh, I didn't, did I? Okay, we'll keep that for the next chance we get. I will go ahead and give you the tactical armor for the time being, since it's got the highest armor. Well, no, this has basically the same amount of armor, doesn't it? Which I will give to you then. All right. One of these days I'll figure out my early build. Okay, there's nothing up there we need. There's our truck.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Greetings, truck. Okay. And I believe we got a box in here. I don't think there's anything else over here. There we go. Alright. Hello. Oh, come on. Prospector Proc. Please. Let's open up the garage door. Alright, good. Let's head down to Colorado Springs then. Get started in town. We're gonna need to get Quan a level so he can get one more skill point into Kiss Ass, I believe, before we can do something in town. I should really be making notes about all these things in the early game, so that next time I know exactly what points I need to have where. It would be very nice to have had everything I needed for all of the checks here, like that nerd stuff and the other things.
How did those maniacs even get into the city?
Okay, quick save.
Please, you don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
We're the Rangers. We work for anyone that needs our help.
Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed. And they won't listen when I say he's no killer. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
What happened? Why is your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who is your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
What's your story?
Our family escaped the wars in the East. tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please, help my son!
We shall see what we can... Why is the gas heater highlighted? We shall see what we can do.
No regret.
How does
no
it feel
repentance.
now?
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How'd you get in trouble with the marshals?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first.
Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Doesn't sound like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
What's your sentence?
Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work. I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Got a daring escape plan?
No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this. But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. Gonna do that like a man.
Say we can free you. What's it worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
You have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Nice talking to you.
We ain't gonna beg for our lives. We ain't weak like you.
Well, we're still a long way off from that. Okay, Dour Man looks out at the pillories with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips pressed together in a hard smile.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
What's with the pillories?
They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities.
Death by exposure seems harsh.
Oh, to the contrary. It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs of the plains. If we did any less, they would see our nation as weak. And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel. That is not the world we inhabit.
And let's be honest, Judge. You kinda like it too, don't you?
No, I do not. I only do what the law commands.
And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss.
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the Wastelanders.
You have no, you have no other punishments here?
For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup.
Let's talk about something else.
Proceed.
Austin Peace says he didn't kill anyone. What'll it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
There's the kiss-ass check. None of these are gonna do anything. Alright, we'll talk to you later.
Indeed.
No regret! No repentance!
Marshals! Finally! I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Ruffians?
Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when.
The marshals seem a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Is there anyone here you think should get less consideration than you?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
Who are you anyway?
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives.
Can you tell us more about the 100 Families?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family.
What exactly is going on here?
Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the Gods. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off.
Who are the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
We'll talk to the sheriff, see what we can do.
Thank you, friends. One more voice urging her to action might be sufficient. Thank you. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak
We
to
should
me.
build some more watchtowers around the garden. Dorsey slipped right past the ones we've got.
Yeah, but we'll need to pull some resources from another district to do it.
Sheriff won't like that.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Lucia Wesson wants to talk to you about rescuing her family from the Dorseys.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers. The garden's on the far side of the market square. Don't forget to take Miss Wesson with you.
So you ain't gonna talk to me no more, huh? Guess that's fair. Alright, let's go talk to Lucia.
You spoke to Sheriff Daisy like you promised, strangers. Thank you. I heard her tell you to take me with you to the Garden of the Gods. So, when do we leave?
What is the Garden of the Gods? Sheriff Daisy didn't say.
It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
Before we go anywhere, let's talk about your combat experience.
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
But have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Alright, fine, let's go.
At last.
Alright. Okay, nothing in there. Wow, lockpick level 4. See, this is another thing I should have remembered. Where are we from? Oh, we're really close, actually. Alright.
We ain't gonna beg for our lives!
Alright, we are fairly close.
Like you!
here.
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Actually, let's get rid of Doggo. Dismiss. Okay, where's Kitty?
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs!
Where'd that kitty go?
Families taken hostage.
Kitty, I saw you. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Right in front of my face. Yeah, okay. Good. They're not gonna let me over here yet.
Come out of there, you sons of bitches!
Brandy's diary.
But they're in my
What does
shop.
Brandy's diary even say? Does it say? Nope.
Don't you dare go inside.
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
I tried.
I ain't afraid to use this gun, Martha. I ain't.
Well,
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
What's going on here?
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after 'em.
Look, why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
All right. So let's go post up.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off!
Nani. Okay, thank you. All right, so we've got you. Where do I want to put everybody? Put you right there. We'll put Shade right here. Actually, we'll put Shade like right here. We'll bring Rubizal in over here. And we'll bring Quan in over here. Then I am going to kneel the hell down. We're going to quick save. And I'm going to pop this guy in the face. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. Come on, lucky shot. Oh, haha, yeah, dead. Great. Alright. Leave you right where you are. I'm going to put you right here. We're going to rally. Oh, I've only got 1 AP. Okay. We are going to bring Rubizal to where? Wow, I can only really get a 45% shot on him, huh? I got 85% on that guy. Rip him up. Or, you know, just do that. That's fine too. How many is it to shoot this thing? It's the same, huh? Boom! Wow. Okay. want you to try to take this guy out from where you're standing. You dingus. Alright, Shade, you are up front. Oh, I left Lucia way out there. Crap. I forgot her outside. Hit it, you dingus. We are actually going to put you... How much is this? 3? I'll give you 2 swings. I can't quite get you in a position to take 3 swings, can I? No. Okay, so 2 swings it is. Or you could just crit him in the face and just murder him outright. That seems like a fantastic idea. Awesome. I am okay with this. Lockpicking 5 I need for that. Yeah, we definitely need to get some lockpicking going. Container. Grab that.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys.
No worries.
Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
Will do, friendo. Alright. So, we're all pretty okay right now. Alright. $93. Let's see if I can take out this guy. Oh, he's out of range, isn't he? Whoops. Alright, now let's see if I can take this guy out. Good night, friend. Alright. So, now what do we want? How do we want to post up? Absol. I'm gonna bring you to here. And you're gonna light this guy up. Great. Perfect. Quan, you can come up to here. Now, who can you get a good shot off on? This guy. Pop shot at him. Fair enough. So, yeah. You're going to sit right here. Can you hit anyone? No. So, you are going to go on ambush. Momo. You're going to come up to here. You can't hit anyone either, can you? You are also going to go on ambush. Shade. I'm going to park you right in between the two of them. And put you on ambush just in case somebody gets close. And I'm just going to prep for next turn.
Got a bead on him.
Nice.
And...
Nice. That's what you get for getting close. Ow. Ripping Momo up. Alright. My next turn. Who do I got? Oh, you are all kinds on your own. So we... Come on. Precision strike. You. Right in the eye socket. Bam. Good night. Great.